mother...
What do you know from funny, you bastard?
The Jell-O program, starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston and Phil Harris and his orchestra.
Thank you. This is Groucho Marx. Well, here I am, stepping in over my head again.
With Fibber McGee and Molly.
Folks, this is just as new to me as it is to you.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Benny, this is Rochester.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Well, what an original greeting.
Hello and welcome to another week of comedy, funny, haha, on Dwayne Old Time Radio. One thing, please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy what I'm doing, subscribing is 100% free. Also, one more thing, if you have a few seconds or 1 minute, please leave a review on your preferred podcast service, especially if you're on Apple, Spotify, or really just your preferred podcast service. Thank you and hope you enjoy. We're going to start the new year this week with Edgar Bergen and Alan Young. One episode from each. The first episode is New Year's Party Play with Edgar Bergen, December 31st, 1944. And then Alan Young with Rose Bowl Float, December 27, 1946.
The makers of Chase and Sanborn Coffee bring you Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy, and Don Amici. New Year's greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and best wishes for 1945 from all of us. Our guest, Charles Lawton, and our regular group, Ray Noble and his orchestra, Bill Foreman, Joan Merrill, Effie Clinker, Edgar Bergen, and Charlie McCarthy.
Don't look now, folks, but it's almost 1945.
Charlie, yeah, let's introduce Effie Clinker to Don Amici.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, Don.
Yeah, Charlie, yeah.
Don, would you like to meet a beautiful girl?
Well, I certainly would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Effie.
What have I done? What have I done here?
Well, Effie, I want you to meet Don Amici.
Oh, Don Amici, where?
No, over here.
Oh, so you're the charming Effie Clinker, huh?
Loosen my bobby socks.
Well, why?
I'm going to swoon.
Oh, no, you're not. Well, what's the matter, Effie? You seem rather excited tonight.
Well, who wouldn't be? This is the last shopping day in leap year.
Now, you're not serious, are you?
Oh, no.
Oh, you are?
Why do you think I'm wearing this mistletoe in my hair?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. Sort of a mistletoe-toting mama, huh?
That's very good. It's awfully good. Mr. Amici.
Yeah?
Doesn't mistletoe just make your lips pucker?
Why, now, Effie, don't tell me you're a promiscuous kisser.
Oh, no, dear, no. But I could learn.
Yeah.
Oh, now, don't you know, Effie, a girl should play hard to get?
Oh, I do. In a cooperative sort of way.
Yeah.
Oh, nightingales and monkey tails.
All right. Effie, you must come over to the party I'm giving at my house tonight.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Can I make the eggnogs?
Oh, fine.
Well, tell me, Effie, how do you make them?
Well, I have my own recipe.
Yeah?
Take the whites of eggs, you see.
Uh-huh.
And then you beat them until...
Stiff?
No, but I bet I will be.
No.
Effie, I'll see you later. Right now, I have a date. A date to hear the charming Joan Merrill sing Saturday Night is the Loneliest Night in the Week. If you please, Joan.
Saturday night is the loneliest and I used to dance cheek to cheek. I don't mind Sunday night at all. That's the night friends come to call. And Monday to Friday go fast, and another week is past. But Saturday night is the loneliest night in the week. I sing the song that I sang for the memories I usually see, until I hear you at the door, till you're in my arms once more. Saturday night is the loneliest night in the week.
Saturday night is the loneliest night in the week.
'Cause that's the night that my sweetie and I used to dance cheek to cheek. I don't mind Monday night at all.
Sunday's the night that friends come to call.
And Monday to Friday goes fast.
And flash, flash, another week is past.
But Saturday night is the loneliest night in the week. I sing the song that I sang for the memories I usually see, until I hear you at the door,
and you're in my arms once more.
Saturday night
is
the loneliest night.
Loneliest night. Saturday night is the loneliest night in the week.
Say, Charlie, about this New Year's Eve party Edgar's giving tonight, is it going to be a pretty swell affair?
Well, it'll probably be another one of those Bergen's brilliant, spectacular washouts.
Oh, I see, huh?
I heard what you said, young man.
Oh, hello.
Will you be able to make the party tonight, Don?
Oh, yes, Edgar. What time is your party going to start?
Well, the smart set will arrive rather late.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
And the smarter set won't arrive at all.
I want to tell you, though, that the high spot of the evening will be at midnight.
Yes?
And that's when I am going to portray the part of Father Time.
Oh, you picked a nice role.
Yeah.
You won't have to make up.
Yeah, all right. I've invited several movie producers, and if I do say so myself, I have something I think they've all been looking for.
Oh, I'm not that handsome.
Oh, yeah.
Or am I?
Yeah. But this is, I do really think, a superb play.
Yeah?
Yes.
Well, who wrote it?
Modesty forbids me from mentioning the genius's name.
Whoever could you mean? As if I didn't know.
Well, I wrote it.
No.
Yes. And I might add, this play of mine is 10 years ahead of the time.
We'll wait.
And what's more, my play is allegorical.
Where are you going to get the alligators?
No. How would you like to hear one of my best speeches?
With cotton in my ears.
No, please, no.
That's too late.
Yes. I like this particular scene.
I'm glad you do.
I am old, 1944. It's been a long, hard year. But I am content to go.
Mm-hmm. Would you mind aiming those T's a little to the windward?
All right.
They're a bit juicy. That is, if you don't mind too much.
Yes, all right. Young man, I want you to know that I have taken diction lessons.
From who, Donald Duck?
No. And some more of my best lines are, off with the old, on with the new.
Pew, 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 pew.
I am a wretched soul, bruised by adversity.
Why don't you sue him?
Oh, now, please. Charlie, do you realize that tonight's performance may alter the whole course of my life?
Is that so?
Yes.
Well, no matter where they take you, Bergen, I'll always come and see you on Visitor's Day.
Well, thank you. And I've written a wonderful part for you.
Yeah?
Yes. Well, now it looks better. Yes. You play Little New Year of 1945.
I do?
That's right.
See, I'm sort of the juvenile lead.
That's right, yes. You come out wearing a ribbon across your chest that says 1945.
Yeah?
Yes.
See, won't that be kind of drafty?
Oh,
What else do I wear?
I hope. Yeah. Well, what do babies usually wear?
Well,
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You mean with a safety pin?
Well, of course.
No, you don't, Bergen.
Listen, no, Charlie.
No, 1,000 times nay.
Charlie.
No, listen. Take your hands off.
No, all right, listen.
You don't get me wearing one of those three-cornered snuggies.
Now, Charlie.
No. Charlie, what do you think I am, Gypsy Rose McCarthy?
All right. Listen, Charlie, it's too late now. I can't get anyone else to play the part.
Mr. Bergen.
Charlie.
No, Charlie. No.
All right.
Do you realize what you're asking me to do?
Yes.
Do you realize?
All right.
Do you realize what you're doing to a child of my tender years?
Yes, but now be reasonable.
No, I won't be reasonable.
Charlie,
Let go of my lap.
Charlie.
No.
This is very important to me.
I will not appear in public wearing nothing but my goose pimples. No.
Charlie.
No.
You look cute.
No, I wouldn't. My legs are so sway-back.
Oh, they're not straight. Why, you'll make a splendid 1945.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will.
I'm so puny.
You're not.
Everybody will think there's a tough year ahead.
No. You're so sensitive.
Well, I have reasons to be.
Why?
No, certain other things.
What is it?
Well, if you must know, I got a mole on my tummy.
Oh. Yeah. But, Charlie, everything depends on you.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm in a spot, Charlie.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, you're in a spot.
Well, of course. Why, I'll do anything if you'll agree to play this part.
You will?
Yes.
Well, now you said something.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to know, Bergen.
Yeah. And you will play it?
On one condition.
All right.
First, you got to cancel all those New Year's resolutions you just made out for me.
Yes, but Charlie...
And second, now that you'll sign all my report cards in the future with your eyes closed.
Yeah, but Charlie...
And, of course, my 75 cents allowance...
Yes.
...will come up for renegotiation.
Is that so?
Each new year for the past 81 has brought Chase and Sanborn Coffee new friends. The reason for that, in a single word, is F-L-A-V-O-R, flavor. Yes, Chase and Sanborn has spelled superb coffee flavor for the past 81 years. And today it's doubly popular because it passes both of the two big coffee tests. With meals, breakfast, luncheon, dinner, supper, Chase and Sanborn Coffee sets off all the other food flavors to supreme advantage. And all alone between meals, its delicious flavor is even more attractive, more pleasing, completely satisfying. In the middle of the morning or mid-afternoon, when you want coffee for coffee's sake, Chase and Sanborn all by itself really makes the occasion. In the past year, more people enjoyed Chase and Sanborn Coffee than ever before. That's the biggest swing in our 81 years of making finer coffee. You're entitled to Chase and Sanborn goodness, too. There's no reason to take anything less. So make the most of your opportunity in the year ahead. Always ask for Chase and Sanborn Coffee.
Say, Edgar, have you ever read a book by Jack Goodman and Alan Green called How to Do Practically Anything?
Well, I already know.
No. Oh, I see. Well, tell me, how are you at skiing?
Well, it so happens I just bought my first pair of skis.
Oh, well, then sit down, and listen to what the Messrs. G say about skiing. Skiers are an institution as old as the hills. The hills, however, are somewhat smarter. They stay put. Skiing entered my mind one evening as I was in the parlor practicing approach shots with my niblick. I'm sure if my wife hadn't entered the room so suddenly, I would not have been startled into knocking the ball into her favorite vase.
You can't even be trusted in the living room.
Darling, I'm thinking of giving up golf.
Good.
For skiing.
Skiing?
Mm-hmm.
What would you do with those great big things on your feet? Those other great big things.
Tomorrow we buy skis.
Buy skis? Never.
Well, what do you expect me to ski on? Being a perfect lady... She didn't answer. The first thing to know, of course, is a few simple skiing terms. Herring boning, for instance. Herring boning is a method of going uphill. The expert skier leaves tracks in the snow resembling a herring spine. Your tracks will resemble your spine. And then there's the kick turn. Now, to describe the kick turn would involve a long discussion on how to get back on your feet. And this would get us into a discussion of how to remove fouled skis. This is a maneuver in which you draw one knee sharply up to your chin. Of course, that gets us into the problem of what to do for a bitten tongue. But enough of details. I shall never forget my first downhill run. The wind was whizzing past my ears, and I was whizzing past other people's ears. Suddenly I knew why people went skiing. Here at last was the poetry of motion. Poetry. Unbroken poetry. 2 broken arms.
And a pair of skis for sale. Charlie.
Wait a minute.
Charlie, what's that crazy-looking contraption you have there?
Well, this is a machine I built so you can look back into any time in history.
Oh, I see.
I call it the McCarthy look-back-a-scope.
Sort of a time machine.
Yeah, that's right. I brought it over to demonstrate it. Well, you switch on the little thing there, and you'll be surprised what turns up.
Hello, Edgar. Happy New Year to you, Charlie.
Well, Charles Lawton.
I hope the coming year will bring you the best of everything.
And the same to you, Mr. Lawton.
Thank you.
As one friend to another, may fortune continue to smile upon you.
Thank you, Chuck. Now that that's over, how are you doing, mahogany puss?
Well, pretty good, buckethead. What I mean is, Mr. Lawton, you look so handsome tonight and so slender.
Oh, you noticed that?
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah, or is it too late to expect a Christmas present? Well, no.
Well, hardly expect a present after a remark like that.
Oh, are you mad at me, Mr. Lawton?
Oh, certainly not, Charlie. I love you like my own brother.
I didn't know you had one.
I haven't.
Oh.
I say, Charlie, what is that horrible-looking monstrosity you've got there? Is that something new?
No, Bergen's been with me for years.
No, I mean that crazy-looking machine.
Well, that's a contraption Charlie whipped up. It's for looking into the past, Charles.
Well, it looks more like a combination pants presser, lightning rod, and nutmeg grater.
That's right, wise guy, yeah. Go ahead and laugh. Go ahead, yeah. You know, they laughed at Franklin, but he went ahead and invented lightning anyway. Well, he did.
All right.
Bunch of smart Alex.
All right.
Forgive me, Charlie, but... Forgive me, Charlie, but how in the world can you build a machine to look back on time?
Well, I took an alarm clock and turned it inside out.
I presume it operates on the theory of chronological inversion.
No, it doesn't. Nothing of the kind. It runs on batteries.
Oh, I see.
Would you let me see that thing? I say, is there any electricity in this wire?
Ouch! Does that answer your question?
It does.
What's the top row of buttons for?
Well, you push those to tune in on the centuries, you see. And then the second row is for different parts of the world.
Oh. Well, what's this little red button down here in the corner?
Well, that opens a drawbridge in Sunbury, Pennsylvania. How it got there, I'll never know.
Well, I'm going to push one of these buttons. Now, let me see. 17th century, 16th, 15th. That should be interesting. Here goes.
All right. There you see, Tony. I think it needs a lube job. Look, see, on the screen there, see? There's a little fella standing on a boat. Ahoy there. Who are you?
I'm Christopher Gazzola Columbus.
Oh. Christopher Columbus, huh?
Yeah, sure. What else? I got a special rates for fishing trips.
Fishing trips?
Yeah. 2-day cruises to no place and your money back if I discover America.
You'd swear that was Don Amici, wouldn't you?
Let's try something else. Say about the 16th century.
Okay. I'll set it at 300 kilobicycles and Super Hepzabob. Press the button. There
it goes. Yeah.
See?
Why, look, Charlie. Why, there's a beautiful palace.
There's a king.
Why, that's Henry VIII.
Ha-ha! Welcome, me hearties. Wouldst care to look around?
Oh, we'd love to, Your Majesty.
Wouldst prefer ye 40-centi tour or ye 60-centi tour?
Well, what's the difference?
20 centis.
If I remember my history correctly, King Henry, you had many problems during your reign. How are things now?
Alas, not too well. Gadzooks, I hardly know where my next wife is coming from.
That's right. Most of your wives ended up on the chopping block, didn't they?
Hank, you were quite a lady killer, weren't you?
Yea, thou shouldst have been here yestereve. We had a double header.
Why did you behead your last wife?
Didn't like her hairdo.
Oh, I see.
Pardon me, Your Majesty. You haven't eaten for 20 minutes, you know. So I brought you a tray of roast veal, pork pies, stuffed tripe, and a nice side saddle of mutton.
A pretty sight, forsooth. Hand me that leg of veal and bring 2 more.
Well, why stuff yourself with veal?
Hast thou not heard it goes back on ration points tomorrow?
See, you know, that food looks pretty good. Do you mind if I take this little chicken leg? Oh, you don't have to take my arm.
Well, then keep your dirty lunch grapplers out of my chow, you nasty little snitch.
Well, I'll get rid of you. Push the button. Now, look what we tuned in out here. Oh, there's a fella with his arm around a girl.
Ah, my beautiful Josephine.
Oh, my Napoleon. Oh, Napoleon, I love you.
This is good, Napoleon and Josephine.
Ah, Josephine, my beloved. I ask from you but one little favor.
You have but to ask.
When you use the toothpaste, will you please put the cap back on?
And I think she gets around, doesn't it?
Yeah. Let's push this 1700 button.
Okay.
Look. There's a man under a tree. You know, he looks a little like Sir Isaac Newton, Charlie.
What's he saying?
In the shade of the old apple tree.
Well, it is Newton.
Yeah, what are you sitting under an apple tree?
Well, you see, old boy, if I sit here long enough, an inspiration strikes me. There's one now.
Oh, I remember. That's the way you discovered gravity, wasn't it?
Perfectly right, yes. I'm now working on mass production, you know. Gravity will soon be in the homes of the poor as well as the rich.
Then you think you'll clean up with it?
Well, my dear fellow, think what it'll mean to the suspender business. I say, would you be good chaps and mind pushing another button and just stop pestering me?
Yes. That's a good idea.
Yes, it is.
Let's push the first button and we can go back just as far as we can.
Yes, all the way back. Why, we might even talk to Plato.
Yeah, or one of those Greek philosophers like Acidophilus, or what's his name? Oh, boys. Ooh. Oh, how do you do? Are you Socrates or...
You mean Socrates? Oh, no, I'm Nero.
Oh.
I hope you don't mind of us dropping in on you, Nero.
Not at all. Would you like to come to our fire sale on Monday? I'll be there playing a hot fiddle.
Oh, Well, why don't you play something now?
Oh, with pleasure. What did you like?
Well, let's see. How about, be it ever so humble, there's no blaze like Rome.
I'm most happy to oblige. Oh, fiddlesticks. There goes my E string.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Out to get another string. Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Pleasant memories return, a troop of them, of good food, good company, and your own enjoyment at sight of a cup and saucer.
Yes, your coffee cup will always be a symbol of pleasure at the table if you'll take the precaution to fill it with Chase and Sanborn coffee. This richer blend brings you all the flavor your cup can possibly hold. A wealth of rich goodness, deep down, wholehearted, and completely satisfying. That's why the memory of each delicious sip lingers and calls for more. That's why millions upon millions of people through the past 81 years have preferred this superb blend. And in the past year, more people enjoyed Chase and Sanborn coffee than ever before. That's a new high, a new record, the biggest swing in our entire history. Follow that lead, and this week, get all the coffee goodness you're entitled to. Go the limit, get all you can. Ask your grocer for delicious Chase and Sanborn coffee.
Well, I guess that's it. Happy New Year, everybody. And you, Bergen, I know you have a Happy New Year.
Well, why, Charlie? Why are you so sure?
Well, every year's happy for you if I'm around.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, Charlie and Ed Bergen.
Be with us again next week when Edgar Bergen, Charlie McCarthy, Don Amici, Ray Noble, Joan Merrill, and all of us have as our guest the inimitable Carmen Miranda. This week, when you're buying coffee, think of us and ask for Chase and Sanborn coffee. Coffee made to serve in times like these. Charles Lawton is currently being seen in The Suspect. This is Bill Foreman saying goodnight from Hollywood's Radio City.
Made your New Year resolutions yet, ladies? Here's a good one. Resolve to keep your family happy with plenty of fine table spread. Give them Blue Bonnet, the delicious new margarine, a product of the makers of Flashman's Yeast. Blue Bonnet is wonderful. It brings you flavor, nutrition, economy, all three. Serve Blue Bonnet to your fussiest guests. They'll love its fresh, delicate flavor. Give it to the family at every meal. Delicious Blue Bonnet is a real food, rich in energy, rich in vitamin A. And it costs so little in points and money that you can spread it on twice as thick. So, ladies, remember the letters FNE for flavor, nutrition, economy. Blue Bonnet margarine gives all three: flavor, nutrition, economy. Get Flashman's Blue Bonnet from your grocer the very first time you go to the store.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
KFI Los Angeles, transcribed.
Bristol Myers, makers of Ipana for the smile of beauty, and Minute Rub, the modern chest rub, bring you the Alan Young Show. Well, it's Friday night, and once again we take you to the little white cottage in Van Nuys, California, where we find the star of our show, the young man who is young today and young forever, Alan Young. Well, Christmas has come and gone, and we find Alan Young engaged in a great American pastime. He's at the bookshop, exchanging a Christmas present.
Pardon me, miss, but I'd like to exchange a book that I received for Christmas.
I'd be glad to help you. What's the name of your book?
Yeah. Well, I received this book by mistake. It was meant for somebody else, so I'd like to exchange it.
Yes, of course. But what's the title?
Well, I can't see what difference that makes. Can't you just put it back on the shelf?
I've got to know the title. What's the name of your book?
Whatever young girl should know.
Oh, I'll be glad to exchange it. You didn't read it, did you?
Read it? Whatever young girl should know. Of course I didn't read it.
If a fellow stops the car and says he's out of gas, what's the proper answer?
Open that door. I'm walking home. Oh. I did peek at a few of the pages, 200 or 300.
Well, what book do you want to exchange it for?
Whatever young man should know.
You read Whatever Young Girl Should Know, and now you want Whatever Young Man Should Know?
I want to get the questions to go with those answers.
Let's see now. No, I'm sorry. I'm all out of Whatever Young Man Should Know.
So I see.
Perhaps you'd like a mystery story. How about something in the Friendly Fiend series?
The Friendly Fiend series?
Yes, it comes in 3 volumes. The DA trails the Friendly Fiend, the DA catches up with the Friendly Fiend, and goodbye, DA.
Maybe I ought to get a detective book. Hey, how about this book here? It looks interesting. You too can be a criminologist. Deduction and reasoning made easy. Written by Clarence Clubb, brother of Sam Spade.
That's the best book on crime detection we have.
Gee, I always wanted to own a book on crime. When I finish this book, I can become a detective, a great detective. And after that, district attorney. That's me, Mr. District Attorney.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Quiet, Haddington. I'm sorry, miss. Yes, I'll take this book. Zero.
Yeah, Alan?
This new book I brought home is the most fascinating thing I ever read. Every page is full of startling revelations. Every chapter is full of action and suspense.
Alan, you're reading Forever Amber.
Yeah. It's a book on criminology.
What?
Criminology. This book explains why some men grew up to become arch criminals.
Oh.
You know what an arch criminal is?
The guy that robs shoe stores?
I'll show you how the book works. Oh. I can tell what people are thinking by their expressions. You look out of that window.
Yeah?
Take that fellow on the sidewalk with a frown on his face.
Yeah?
I can unravel that. Take that cop standing by the fence with a worried expression. I can unravel that.
How about that dame with the sweater?
Really amazing. From small clues, you learn important facts.
Gee, you're really sold on this stuff, huh, Alan?
Good. Take that shirt you're wearing, for instance.
Yeah?
Just by looking at the shirt, I'll tell you what I can deduce. Frayed collar. Second button missing. Torn pocket. Zero. The owner of that shirt is untidy, sloppy, and messy.
Alan, it's your shirt.
Of course, the starched cuffs do indicate a sparkling personality. Good thing to have a book like this, dear. You never know when you need it. Someday we'll be alone in a house like this. Everything will be quiet like this. And suddenly, we'll hear a shot. Like that. I mean, Gee, that was a shot.
Oh, Alan, it was just a flat tire. Somebody had a blowout in front of our house.
I'll look out of the window and see. Oh, you're right, Zero. It's Mr. Waverly's car. Well, the fellow who owns the gift shop down the street?
Yeah. Hey, look, Alan. He's coming up our steps.
Oh, good. I like to talk to Mr. Waverly. Such an agreeable fella. You're coming.
Hello, Alan. Hello, Zero. Hiya, Mr. Waverly.
Hello, Mr. Waverly. You just had a flat, didn't you?
Yes, indeed. And I thought I'd come in to use your phone, Alan. I want to call up my wife to tell her I'll be late.
Go right ahead, Mr. Waverly.
Greatest little woman in the world, my wife. Don't know what I'd do without her. We're inseparable.
I've never seen you together.
Can't stand the sight of her.
Yeah, well, you certainly seem to be excited.
Oh, yes, Alan, yes, indeed. I've got the secret plans for the float Van Nuys' entry in the Tournament of Roses.
You have the plans, Mr. Waverly?
That's right. I'm chairman of the float committee.
I hope the Van Nuys float wins first prize this year.
Can't miss, Alan, can't miss. It's a prettier float than last year's, and last year's float was really terrific. We had the most beautiful girl in America, the most gorgeous blonde that ever lived.
I didn't think she was so nice.
Lassie looks better.
Well, what kind of a float is Van Nuys building?
Oh, I can't tell you, Alan, can't tell you. The plans are a big secret. That's why they trusted them to me. I'm quiet as a clam. Keep a secret for years. Never say a word to anybody.
I've known you to talk a bit.
Biggest blabbermouth in town. To tell the truth, Alan, I'm afraid to hold on to them myself.
You are?
Yeah. I'm going to pick out the smartest man in Van Nuys to keep these plans until we start building.
Mr. Waverly, that's right where you're wrong. According to my book on crime, the best kind of secret agent is a dumb-looking fella. You should leave your plans with a dopey-looking drip.
Alan, take good care of them.
Waverly, you mean you're going to let me hold the secret plans for the Van Nuys float?
Yes, Alan, and guard them with your life. The honor of Van Nuys is at stake.
Don't worry about the plans.
Goodbye, Alan.
Goodbye, Mr. Waverly. Zero. Zero?
Yeah, Alan.
Zero, in this sealed envelope are the secret plans for the Van Nuys float.
No kidding.
That's right, Zero. Boy, I'm glad I read that book on crime. I can outwit any crook now.
Atta boy, Alan. The Whistler and Bulldog Drummond are your middle name.
That's me, Alan Young.
Friends, will you play a little memory game with me right now? Will you try to think of the food you've eaten in the past 24 hours? Breakfast, luncheons, dinners. What kind of food did you eat? Well, I'll bet you anything that most of that food was the soft, creamy kind. Because most of the food we eat is that way. But delicious though they may be, soft, creamy foods don't give our gums the exercise they need to help keep them firm and healthy. That's why so many dentists recommend Ipana toothpaste and gum massage.
A national survey shows that 7 out of 10 dentists recommend gum massage. Not only that, but dentists themselves prefer Ipana toothpaste 2 to 1 over any other dentifrice for their own personal use.
You see, Ipana is designed not only to clean your teeth, but with gentle massage to aid in the health of your gums. And it's firm, healthy gums, you know, which are so important to sound, bright teeth. A more sparkling smile. So try this.
Brush your teeth with Ipana. And every time you do, put a little extra Ipana on your fingertip and gently massage it on your gums.
Try that, friends, for your sparkling smile. Ipana toothpaste and gum massage. Well, Alan Young has been entrusted with the envelope containing the secret plans of the Van Nuys float. Alan is very determined that no one shall steal the plans left with him for safekeeping.
Zero? Yeah? Just finished reading the chapter in my criminology book on hiding secret documents.
So what, Alan?
Zero, I want you to go out of the room while I hide this envelope with the secret plans. I'll call you back, see if you can find it.
Oh, okay, Alan.
Okay. Let's see. I'll hide the envelope in the desk. First place he'd look. Under the rug. Now you'll see the bulge. I know. I'll hide it inside the spring of this armchair on the left side of the fireplace. All right, Zero, come on in.
Okay.
Huh? Where is it?
Inside the spring of the armchair on the left side of the fireplace.
That's amazing. But, Zero, could you tell by the rearrangement of the furniture or by the displacement of dust particles?
No, by peeking through the keyhole.
You don't don't understand the importance of this. The Tournament of Roses is the most important affair of the year.
It is?
Certainly. See, each city enters a float which represents the thing they're famous for.
Oh.
Miss Pasadena's dressed in roses. Miss Pomona has her clothes made out of grapefruits. I bet Miss Los Angeles is plenty worried about her costume.
Miss Los Angeles?
If the wind shifts, she'll lose her fog. Yeah, I'd like to know what kind of float Van Nuys intends to build.
Well, look, Alan, why don't you peek inside the envelope?
Oh, I couldn't do a thing like it. Here comes Filthy Rich Updike. I wonder what he came here to brag about tonight.
I better take the plans in the other room, Alan. If he ever sees.
Alan, I'm here. Come gaze at man's answer to Queen for a day.
Hubert, you look pretty happy tonight.
Well, I am, Alan. I'm just crazy about the holiday season. I've been drinking one Thomas and Gerald after another.
Thomas and Gerald, yeah. You sound like you're anxious to celebrate the new year.
Oh, yes. In a few days, it'll be 1946.
Yeah. No, Hubert, you're a little mixed up. It'll be 1947. 1946 is just ending.
Oh, no. Dear old Dad liked it so much, he's having it continue.
Glad to see you in such good spirits, Hubert.
Well, Alan, you see, I'm chairman of the committee to pick out the float for Beverly Hills in the Tournament of Roses.
Tournament of Roses. That's the red flower. Something like a carnation. How's your float coming along, Hubert?
Oh, bully. Just plain bully. We're sure to win first prize.
Oh, is that so?
Yes. You see, it's the biggest float that's ever been entered. 33 miles long and 26 miles wide.
Wow. What are you going to have on that Beverly Hills float?
Beverly Hills.
Well, Hubert, you know, Van Nuys is entering a sensational float this year.
Alan, Van Nuys won't have a chance. Right on top of the Beverly Hills float will be the most gorgeous creature in America, dressed in a bathing suit.
With a bare midriff?
If it's not too chilly, I'll wear one.
Hubert, are you going to have oranges on your float again this year?
Oh, yes, oranges, yes. We'll have plenty of oranges, and every one of them will be stamped Admiral Halsey.
Admiral Halsey? Hubert, you mean you'll be stamped Sun-Kissed?
No, Alan, these are naval oranges.
I still think Van Nuys is going to win first prize.
What did you say?
I said Van Nuys is going to have a nicer float than Beverly Hills.
Oh, Mother, get out the Hershey bar. This boy is nuts tonight.
You can laugh if you want to, Hewitt, but I happen to be pretty familiar with the plans for the Van Nuys float.
Oh, is that so? Well, that's a mink of another color. I must get my hand on those plans. Alan, do you think I could take a look?
No, Hewitt, there's nothing you can do. Van Nuys is going to win.
Alan, you mustn't win. Why, if you beat me, I'll commit suicide. That's what I'll do. I'll commit suicide. I'll climb up to the top of my tallest butler and jump off.
But you'll get no sympathy from me. You can't see those plans.
Well, very well, Alan. If I can't get them, I'll send someone who can. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Hubert is always so sure of winning everything. Hey, Zero.
Yeah, Alan?
Zero, I think we better be careful. Hubert is after those plans.
He is?
Yeah, you can't trust him. He's a regular Benedict Arnold.
Oh, that's that fat actor, huh?
I'm glad I got this book on crime. Tells you just what to do in a case like this. Draw up a fake set of plans. That'll fool Hubert.
Well, look, Alan, you don't know nothing about designing a float.
I don't have to know anything. Just a fake set of plans. I can make anything. See, I'll draw a picture of the Van Nuys City Hall with a cow standing in front of it. The whole thing will be made out of dandelions.
That's ridiculous. How can you get a bunch of dandelions to look like a cow?
Let 5 of the stems hang down. Now, I drew the whole thing. Now, I'll stick it in this envelope and put it in my pocket.
Hey, come to think of it, Alan, that's a pretty good idea. If anybody steals it, they just got a silly picture.
Look what I wrote on the envelope. Secret plans for the Van Nuys float.
Hey, I better make sure the real plans are safe.
Okay, Zero. I'll get the door, fella. Yeah?
I'm looking for Alan Young. Is that you all?
that you all? What can I do for you, miss?
Well, I was selected as Miss Van Nuys.
You were?
Uh-huh, honey child. The judges want me to represent Van Nuys in the Tournament of Roses. They told me I was mellow Rooney.
Rooney never had anything as mellow as that.
Oh, Sugar Plum, you're cuter than a possum's front paw.
Oh, I am not. But I don't remember seeing you around Van Nuys.
Oh, I haven't been here long, honey child. I lived most of my life in Lexington, Kentucky, the tobacco country.
No wonder Effie Boone can't talk straight.
Listen, Sugar Pie, seeing as how I'm Miss Van Nuys, couldn't I get just a teensy-weensy look at those little old secret plans for the little old float?
Well, how'd you know I have a little old secret plans for a little old float, huh?
Well, I just knew they'd entrust them to you. You're so handsome and charming and clever.
Oh, I am so. But I'm sorry, I can't show these plans to anyone.
But Sugarfoot. Why, Sugarfoot, I'm the gal who's going to ride on top of your float, and I want to check and see if my costume's appropriate.
Oh, well, what are you planning to wear?
Well, I'm wearing a strapless evening gown. It's cut low in the front and cut low in the back. It has a ruffle in the front and a ruffle in back. In fact, I look just about the same from both sides.
Sounds lovely, Miss Studebaker. How do you... Miss Van Nuys.
Now, where'd y'all say those plans were?
Well, they're right here in this envelope in my pocket, but I don't think...
Oh, I could just hug you.
Now, look.
Step up closer, Sugar, and get granulated. Where'd you say the plans were?
Well, they're in my right-hand pocket, but no. Don't hug me so tight. No. You're bending my New Year's resolutions.
Well, I won't know you any longer, Sugar. I gotta be going now. Goodbye, you all.
I hope I've been of some assistance.
You certainly have. So long, sucker.
So long, sucker. So Hubert thinks he put something over on me, huh? I'm too smart for him. That spy of his just stole the envelope, but she's got the wrong plans. Silly drawing of a cow standing in front of City Hall. Now what? Coming. Ah, Mr. Waverly again.
Hello, Alan. Just came back from the board meeting.
You did?
Yes, had a wonderful meeting. Decided to start work on the float at once, so I came by for the plan.
That's great, Mr. Waverly.
They acted on my suggestion. They always do what I say. My word is law around there. I am known as the big boss, the kingpin, the iron hand.
I didn't know you were so important.
They call me Stinky. But I hope you kept the plan safe, Alan.
I certainly did. I even protected them from a spy. I palmed off a phony drawing on it.
Oh, that's fine, Alan, fine.
Mr. Waverly, I've been dying of curiosity. Could you tell me what the secret plans for the float are?
Oh, I guess I can trust you, Alan. We decided to show how the city government of Van Nuys incorporates the spirit of good citizenship with agricultural institutions.
And what did you put on the float?
A cow standing in front of City Hall.
What an idea,
What's wrong, Alan?
Nothing, Mr. Waverly. Everything is just fine.
Hello, Jimmy Wallington speaking.
Hello, Mr. Wallington. This is Hubert Updike. I'd like you and your wife to be my guest at the Tournament of Roses parade.
Well, that's nice of you, Hubert. Thanks.
My Beverly Hills float is going to win first prize, you know.
Well, my wife has a cold, Hubert, and she won't be able to come.
A cold?
Oh, yes. We ordinary people sometimes catch colds.
Ooh, how vulgar.
Well, don't you ever catch cold germs, Hubert?
Why, certainly not. Germs don't come near an Updike.
Why not?
They wouldn't dare.
Oh, now, Hubert. Nobody is above catching colds. But most anybody, yes, friends, most anybody can get fast relief from cold discomforts with Minute Rub, the modern chest rub that really brings comforting relief from cold misery. And fast. All you do is rub Minute Rub on the throat, chest, and back. In a minute, Minute Rub's soothing menthol vapors begin to clear up that stuffy feeling in the nose and throat. In a minute, Minute Rub starts to bring a feeling of warmth and relief to those tight, sore, aching muscles. And listen, here at last is a chest rub that's greaseless and stainless. Disappears like vanishing cream and won't stain clothes or bed linen. So whenever you've got a cold, get a tube of Minute Rub and get quick relief from your cold discomfort the modern way. The greaseless, stainless Minute Rub way. Young's phony designs for the Van Nuys float turned out to be duplicates of the actual plans. Unless Alan can get them back before Hubert Updike makes use of them, Van Nuys will lose to Beverly Hills in the Tournament of Roses. We now find Alan and his pal Zero approaching Hubert's estate.
Zero. Yeah? I just got to get those plans back from Hubert.
Well, here we are at the Updike Mansion, Alan.
Hubert's estate, all right. Nobody else could have a place like this.
Oh, what a big joint.
Yeah. Look at that sign over there. This is the property of Hubert Updike III. Main entrance, Beverly Hills. Servants' entrance, Nashville, Tennessee. Zero, let's go around the back through the driveway here.
Okay, Alan.
Watch out, Zero. The chauffeur is driving one of Hubert's cars out.
Gee, it's one of them big, long cars of Hubert's.
Yeah, Zero, stand back. Don't let that front bumper hit you. Look out, Zero.
Hey, stop worrying. His front bumper is 2 blocks away.
Zero, what happened?
His back bumper got me. Didn't hurt me, though, Alan.
Oh, good.
Hey, come on. Let's sneak in one of them windows.
Okay, I got to get those plans, Zero.
Here, Alan. I'll boost you up.
All right. Oh. Okay, I'm up here, Zero. I'll give you a hand.
Right, Alan.
Here you are.
Okay, I made it.
Shh, shh, shh. Look where we are. In Hubert's bedroom.
How do you know it's Hubert's bedroom?
Look at that picture of Whistler's mother. She's rocking on a safe deposit box, knitting dollar bills.
Where's Hubert?
Oh, he's over in there in bed. He's asleep.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Alan, look at him. He ain't breathing.
I know, Zero. He says the air here isn't good enough for him.
Well, Alan, if he don't breathe, how does he get air in his lungs?
Keeps the butler under the bed with a bicycle pump.
Alan, you believe all that junk he tells you?
Shh, quiet, Zero. Listen to Hubert. He's talking in his sleep.
Lana. Rita. Eddie. Ingrid. May I kiss a lobe of your ear? 58, 59, 60, 61, 62.
Hey, Alan, what's he doing now?
Probably counting sheep jumping over fences.
What's up? What's up? Somebody's in my room.
Hey, Hubert, you counting sheep jumping over fences?
Heavens, no. Buick's jumping over Cadillacs. But what are you two doing in my bedroom?
Bedroom? Hubert, you sent over a spy to steal the plans for the Van Nuys float, didn't you?
Well, I'm not talking, Alan. What do you think I am, a stool peacock?
Never mind. I'll make you talk, Hubert. I'll get the truth about those plans. Zero, give me your belt.
Here's me belt, Alan.
Thanks. Hubert, I'm going to hit you with this belt till you talk.
I won't talk. I won't.
Yes, you will, Hubert. And Zero, pull up your pants. Now, Hubert, you're going to talk.
Yes. I'll confess.
All right, now, start talking.
Well, I hired the girl, Alan. I wanted to make sure my Beverly Hills float would win first prize. She's supposed to drop the plans off this evening. That must be the girl now.
I've got to get those plans from her.
Well, Alan, so Hubert can't spoil things, why don't we tie him up and put him in a closet?
Great idea. Here, help me tie him with this rope. I'll just take this one end, twist it around his feet, other end around his arms, once around his waist, and over his shoulders. There.
Oh, Mother, I've been gift wrapped.
Yeah.
Come on, Alan, we better hurry.
She's at Hubert's front door now. How'll I get the plans away from her? She'll recognize me.
Well, look, Alan, we'll turn out the lights and just make believe that you're Hubert Updike. In the dark, she'll never recognize you.
Great idea, Zero. Yeah. Shh. She's right outside. Turn out the lights.
Okay.
Come in.
Well, I got the plans, Mr. Updike. Oh, it's so dark, I can't... Are you in here, Mr. Updike?
Yes. Have you got the plans? But I'm in the bathroom.
But just a minute. It's so dark, I can hardly see you.
Well, that can't be helped. Something has gone wrong with the Updike generator.
You have your own electric plant here?
Oh, yes. We have a plant in the right wing and a plant in the left wing. This is the only house with two pairs of plants. Oh, that was a witty one. Yeah.
You certainly do sound happy.
Well, I am. Oh, Mother, get out the pogo stick. I'm jumping for joy tonight.
Well, I have the plans, Mr. Updike. Where's the money we agreed on?
Oh, yes, the money. Well, I don't have ready cash with me. I bought a new Cadillac this evening.
Didn't you buy a new Cadillac this morning?
But it ran out of gas.
Well, I know that you're good for the money, so here's the envelope.
No, bully. Just plain bully.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Updike.
Just a minute, Miss Van Nuys.
What?
Zero, turn on the lights.
What? Well, you're not Hubert Updike. You're Alan Young.
Yes. Thought you took one over on me, didn't you?
Well, I didn't realize you were so smart, Mr. Young.
I'm plenty smart, and I got the plans for the Van Nuys float right in my hand.
You mean you have one of the copies?
Yeah, I got one of the copies.
I also sold the plans to Azusa, Tarzana, Encino, Fresno, Cucamonga, and Redondo Beach. So long, sucker.
Zero.
Oh, Ellen, you and your book on crime. Now every one of them floats in the parade is going to have a cow on it.
They are?
Yeah, there'll be 134 cows.
Gee, I better call the weatherman.
What for?
Starting January 1st, there'll be nothing but old buttermilk skies.
Alan Young will be back in just a moment. Say, mister, better take a look at your hair. Everyone else does. Better see if it's neat, well-groomed. Better rely on Vitalis and the famous 60-second workout. Get these 3 important advantages. 1, Vitalis keeps even the driest, most unruly hair under control in a natural, masculine way. 2, the Vitalis workout loosens your tight scalp, prevents dryness. 3, the Vitalis workout routs embarrassing loose dandruff, helps retard excessive falling hair. Yes, to look your best tomorrow, get a bottle of Vitalis tonight. And now, here again is Alan Young.
Thanks, Jimmy. Friends, on behalf of our whole company, I want to wish you one and all a very happy New Year. While you're all having a lot of fun New Year's Eve, let's think of the disabled veteran in 1947. Help give him the 2 things he asks for and deserves, a home and a job. Thanks a lot. See you next week. Good night. Happy New Year.
This is James Wallington to ask you to remember the 2 fine products that bring you the Alan Young Show. Ipana for the smile of beauty, and Minute Rub, the modern chest rub. Alan Young can now be seen in the 20th Century Fox picture, Margie. The Alan Young Radio Show is written by Al Schwartz and Sherwood Schwartz. The part of Hubert Updike is played by Jim Backus, and Zero by Charlie Cantor. The music is by George Weil and his orchestra. The National Broadcasting Company.
Thank you for listening to and showing your support for my podcast. If you would like to receive notifications of when new episodes are posted, please subscribe to my channel. Well, hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay safe, Wish you well, and as always, peace.